to BLPA Big Show. Hockey, sports, life for the adult athlete. Powered by the Beer League Players Association. Follow us at the BLPA.
Everybody, just follow.
Keep connected with us. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You dig that?
Follow
On every social media outlet. And make sure you follow the crew on Twitter. Nick at Nicker Jones. Jason at Beer League Jason. And Jillian at BLPA Jillian. Let's get it.
Welcome to the greatest hockey show in the world. Good week, everybody. Hey, we're here, not live again.
Yeah, sorry.
Being the voice of beer leaguers everywhere. That's what we do here at the BLPA Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some exciting news for Jillian. Those that are just listening on Spotify, they won't see this.
Look.
But I figured it out.
You figured it out. Wait, how did you make it go down?
And you just gotta keep doing this.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
It only took 6 weeks.
Well, yeah. It was a process. You gotta trust the process,
Of course.
But I figured that out. It's one other thing. You told me to figure it out, just like I did for the intro, and that's what I do. So
I tell you something and you do it.
Eventually, it's just like it's basically like we're married.
That's all it is. Except for you do thing. You complete the task. Is that the part of marriage?
No, I do it eventually.
Oh, okay. But
because
I said it.
Yeah, you tell me what to do, and then I do it.
Okay,
eventually.
Send me $12,000.
Eventually, I will.
Do it eventually.
Yes.
I got time.
I have some. We're going to get into a lot of stuff today, even hockey stuff.
What?
Stuff is crazy. Yeah, I know.
It's not what I signed up for.
But I have some people that I need to announce. All right, I'm gonna announce their names. Okay. And then I'm gonna tell you why I'm announcing their names.
Ooh.
All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Tishon, John Andre, Matthew Broderick, not that one.
Not the one.
Thomas Brudenicki, Aaron Campbell, Paul Thomas Cornelio, Joseph Glasser, Chris Mason, Ryan Bonnell, Jason Charity, John Dunham, Michael Fry, Bruce Good, Chris Nall, Brandon Smith, Josh Welch, Brad Bauer, Jeremy Cooper, Brandon Coulter, Nick Dinosaur. It's actually a Greek name. I can't pronounce it. It's Dionysionopoulos.
Dinosaur is close enough.
Yeah. Jared Buttle, Greg Walrod, Spencer Capitosto, and Mathieu Boulanger.
Oh.
And Andrew Antonucci / Mandy Ulmer.
Whoa.
Here is in January, it marked a benchmark time for the BLPA. It was 2 years of our VIP program.
Oh.
Those people I listed have been VIPers since day number 1.
Holy.
Yeah. So for 2 straight years. No, don't do that because I don't want the camera to zoom in on me.
I'll do it. You don't.
But they've been VIP since day 1.
Whoa.
We're so close to getting to having 100 VIPs a month. And once you do that, we can do a draft experience that's free we'll get 56 VIPers out of those 100. We'll get to come play for free.
Wait, that would be sweet. What do they get for the VIP thing? And I'm not even saying that to set you up for like a promo. I actually don't know.
So basically it's a monthly box, and it always will have BLPA merchandise and other goodies, such as like their shirts. We've done hoodies, we've done hats, we've done crew necks. Like this is, I can't remember if this is one of the crew necks.
Oh,
but you get that. You also get like cool things, like they get one of our limited edition pins every month, so they get the collection in their boxes.
Pen or pin?
Pins, like
wait, PEN or PIN?
PIN.
I'm not trying to be a little biatch, but you literally every time you say something like
everyone says it.
pin.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen,
okay,
that's just
PIN, PIN.
That's just my Okie coming out. I didn't know I had my pimp chain. I didn't know I had my pimp chain out. Let me put that pimp chain back in.
What was that? Are you trying to do a dangle chain video?
No,
have you seen them where you like bend over the camera and put the chain in your teeth, and it's supposed to be like POV? And I'm like, oh, get out.
But
it's stuck like a bit, like a horse.
My grandmother bought this for my grandfather when they got married.
Your grandmother's into some.
Hey, listen, my grandpa wore this his whole life. I saw it all the time, and whenever he passed away, they said,
"Unknown caller."
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt.
Let me hold on. Let me mute that. I don't want to talk to them anyway.
Does your phone always announce who's calling?
Well, no. I think it's usually on silent, but when I go to podcast, the Bluetooth, like my mixer Bluetooth to my phone in case I want to play something through my phone. Say, sorry. But yeah, I know it gets crazy over here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So whenever my grandfather died, they're like, "What do you want from your grandfather?" I said, "I don't want anything, but if I could have that gold chain that he always wore." So that's I've taken it off. Maybe he died in 2012. Maybe 4 times I've taken it off. So
sweet. I mean, it's a beautiful story. Sorry that I made it into like a thirst trap on Instagram. Okay, it needs to be a little bit longer because that's giving horse bridle.
Yeah.
You know what? Some people are into that.
Yeah, some people
anyway,
are.
The VIP box.
So you get the pins, PINs, collectible pins, and then you get 10% off any draft experience tournament. You have the ability to buy any of our jerseys from draft tournaments without going to the tournaments, which you normally can't do. So there's a lot of cool benefits, but those guys have been for 2 whole years. They've been doing every month, and I'm super, super glad that they're a part of the VIP program. I've got other ideas in my head cooking, and hopefully, when they come out, you guys will think they're fire.
We need to make like a VIP appreciation party.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
And will we live podcast there?
I don't know if they'd want that or they get to choose because maybe it would be like a gift for us not to be podcasting.
I think it'll be like a live game. What we'll do is we'll get like little red solo cups. We'll get red solo cup. We'll get red solo cup cups and we'll put numbers on them and we'll let them like pick a number. And all of them will have water except for like maybe 5 will have like vodka shots.
I love that game, water vodka.
Yeah, and so we'll do that with them, and then we'll podcast. We'll be like drunk podcasting, and it'll be fun times,
Oh wait, it's called water, right? Because after you drink it, no matter what, you have to say water, and then you have to guess who got the vodka.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Water.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bud. So
I like that.
But other than that, shout out to them. It's been an interesting week. I was at Disney.
Oh yes, I got a churro pick, and I mean it's like the actual churro you eat. There's no underlying.
She got it on Snapchat.
Meaning.
Nick
it disappeared.
And then what else? I'm on 53 days of Duolingoing learning Japanese.
Can you say a phrase for us?
Let's see. Swartsan, Julian.
How dare you?
Wa kakui. Kawaii.
Hawaii.
Yes. I said Jillian Swartz is cool and cute.
Woo! You could have. All right, you could be saying that, and you're like, Jillian Schwartz is a piece of little steaming dog turdy.
If you know Japanese, nobody tell her what I said. That's what I'm going with. She was cool and cute. Right?
Whoa! You're learning all the important things.
Well, that's what my Tanis is like. Do you know how to ask where the bathroom is? Because you have to use the washroom. No, I just make like I'm like
PP.
Yeah,
PP. Aura.
It's weird because I feel like I'm pointing that and they're thinking that I want to do a little
and they're like the happy ending massage is down there.
And I'm like, maybe I do, but first I need to pee.
Pee first.
Wow.
What about insulin? How do you say insulin in Japanese? Heroin.
Yeah. No, I don't know. That's why she's like, you're not actually learning anything. And I'm like, listen, I'm only 53 days in. I got 8 more months to go.
Yeah. Can you imagine telling a 53-year-old baby, you don't even know English yet?
Exactly. Especially if they're Japanese and they've never been to an English speaking country. That would be wild. But here I am.
I did think that I could teach my child any language right now. And I also thought I could give him an accent. So I've been practicing a few, like when I change, I say, oh, you want to change your nappy?
You could.
Do you like that? I say, Everett. Oh, you're a little bit wet there. That's Irish.
Yeah. Now do Japanese.
I feel like that might be offensive. It has to be English with an accent. I'm going to give him an accent, not a different language.
Okay. Speak English as a Japanese person would.
You do it first and then I'll copy you.
But Cooper's into that too. Like he's into the Harry Potter books right now. And he's basically read, I think Dumbledore just died. I don't know what book that's
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I know. But then so he reads them, and then when we're in the car, he wants to listen to them. So we're behind, right? Like we're only on book 2. I think he's on like book 6 or 7. I don't know. But the person that reads it obviously does voices for all the different characters, and
Oh,
Harry
yeah.
Potter is, British speaking, and so Cooper's like, "Give me a pot of water," and I'm like, I can't do accents. Tana's like, every time you do an accent, you just sound like you're someone from the South, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's because I am someone from the
Yeah.
South. That wasn't me being an actor.
You
It was
are.
just me saying, But anyway, so we do have a lot of beer league shenanigans
True.
to talk about, but first, let's tell the folks, Jillian, where they can find us.
Okay, I'll tell you where they can find us. Basically, everywhere. We're everywhere. You can't escape us. TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, believe it or not, Patreon, OnlyFans, maybe Twitch, Facebook.
We're on there.
TikTok. Did I say that?
Oh, hell yeah.
All the BLPA.
Hold on.
Oh.
We're also on a new one.
Oh, tell me.
What's it called? Red Note.
Oh, Red Note.
We're on Red Note as well.
Sure.
So we have two videos on Red Note so far. So
coming in hot. The BLPA.
The BLPA. Find me, Nicker Jones at Twitter, the Nicker Jones on Instagram. You can find Jillian at BLPA Jillian on Instagram.
Yeah, but
don't find her. I might be the only
me.
person that follows her. I might be. I don't know. Is there more people?
I know there are, and and just a continuous disappointment. I haven't posted a single picture.
That's okay.
But then I just remain a woman of mystery. I just have my profile picture. It's like pickleballer.
I'm gonna give me your login, and I'm gonna Photoshop your face on just a bunch of different women throughout.
I should do that,
and it'll just be that'll be it right there.
And then they'll say, "Guess the real body."
Yeah,
guess the real Jillian.
Yeah, is this which body is really Jillian's? And then I will actually Photoshop your head on your actual body, but I'll make your head like twice the size,
weird and like pixelated. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, we'll work on that.
So let's not get lost from the fact that this show has some sponsors that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? So let's not forget about bardownsportsco.com.
Never.
I play hockey. Jillian, we're going to make her play hockey. And when she starts playing hockey, she's going to understand how expensive this goddamn sport is.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Well, skates are expensive. I know that. And then you guys have to buy stuff for skating.
Yep. Everything. But bardownsportsco.com, they're trying to make it less expensive for me, for Jillian when she starts, and for all of our listeners. So if you just go over there, use the code BLPA.com, get a nice little discount. They're going to give you $10. $10 US dollars.
For
not even Canadian bucks. $10. You can go buy some stuff. I would buy Eagle gloves. That's what I would buy. That's just me. But you don't have to. You don't have to. So that's our.
We love you.
We love you, Bardown Sports Co.
Bardown.
Bardown. Ba-ding. No, that's not how it goes. But whatever. And just so we don't forget Tucker Hockey. I like to travel. Jillian likes to travel with her dog. Maybe her baby. I don't know.
I wish. No.
TuckerHockey.com is going to Czech Republic. I think that would be really rad. There's a lot of places I want to go. That's on the list. Maybe BLPA will go one day, but we're not there right now. So we are teaming up with a couple other groups that are going to other places just so we don't want to put baby in a box. You know what I'm saying? Put baby in a corner and say, no, you only got to go to where we're going. You can go with these other people. So if you go to tuckerhockey.com, they just released the pricing, which is pretty comparable to what BLPA does. They're 14 days instead of 10, and they're playing in a few more places. So it's a little more expensive, but definitely when you look at it, it's affordable. And you're not going to have to worry about a big ass beer bill because beer is cheap in Prague. Just letting you know.
Cheaper than water. I thought you were just going to stop at ass. You don't have to worry about a big ass.
You don't have to worry about a big ass. Because we love big asses here on the BLPA Big Ass Show. Let's go.
The A is actually for ass.
Yes.
Beer league player's ass.
Listen, I did this one time and I got in trouble for, talking crazy. But we said, well, okay, if everyone's just going to, make fun of us anyway, we'll just be boobies, lips, penis, ass. BLPA. But that
you should come out with a special edition shirt of that or hat.
Yeah, and then we talk about it on our premium content, right? Only subscribers get to it. Eh? Yep, that's actually our premium show. Boobies, lips, pee, ass. That's what it is.
Pee.
Well, okay, boobies, lips, penis.
Just
ass.
make them all like duh. Booby, pee, lippy. No,
you can say lips, but what do you say? Ass. That's the hard one, right? Yeah.
Anyway,
ass. Listen, Jillian, let's get ass off your mind here, okay? That's not that. That's
it's so hard.
It's in the premium show. All right. You know what? At least two. Babies.
Yeah.
You want another one of those things?
Still healing.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't.
Thanks for
All right,
asking, though.
no problem. I can see why you're only into ass right now. Okay. So
Yep. Yep, 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 yep.
okay, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
I wanted to start because you talked about Disneyland.
Oh,
I don't
love
think
it.
you can stop talking about Disneyland. I haven't ever said it to your face, but
Ooh,
are
wow.
you okay with being labeled as a Disney adult? Do you like to be part of the tribe, if you will?
Okay. It's a little weird to be a
Mhm.
Disney adult, but let me be frank. If I
I'd
had
rather have you be Nick.
okay, let me be Nick here. There are many places I would much rather go. All right,
Okay.
but I do love it. I love it. I love Disney. Disney is a
Mhm.
rad place. Once you get in, you forget how much money's in your bank account. It's like it doesn't
Yeah.
exist, and you get to do all the rides. And yeah, so I mean, it doesn't bother me that people call me. I mean, they call me whatever they want. But let's talk about really why I'm a Disney adult. Do you want the real story? Like
I'd love to hear it.
you want to break down?
Mhm.
When I was a little kid, I was a grandma's boy, grandma's baby. That was me,
Aw.
my mom's mom. She took care of me when my parents were at work, so I was very close to my grandmother, and she would tell me stories all the time of places like you know ancient Rome, the pyramids in Egypt, all these places, and told me that we would travel there when I got older. We'd travel together to do that kind of stuff. We never did because my grandmother was a very sick woman in terms of like diabetes, like she had her legs
Oh.
amputated and all that stuff. But we did get to go on one trip every year, and usually like Padre Island or Galveston. Went to New Orleans a couple years there, which is weird when you're a little kid going to New Orleans because all the debauchery that was going, but it was still fun. But the one trip that I remember more than anything in that was when I was 10 years old. We went to Disney World in Orlando, and I remember everything.
Mhm.
I remember what I wore. I remember the trip vividly. So when you
Yeah.
talk about why do you go to Disney? Because when I'm gone, I want Cooper to have the same memories about Disney that I did. So
Mhm.
whenever Cooper says I want to go to Disney, yeah, and I'm free. He's off school. Yeah, and I get it. Like, I'm not a rich person by any means. Any extra money I probably spend going to Disney with my kid, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those things where like I have those memories, and I want my kid to have them. And I travel a lot. Like I put a lot of myself and my time into BLPA, the podcast, the jobs, the tournament, and it's not fair to my family a lot of times because of how much I'm gone. And so to be able to do that is kind of like my I don't want to say penance because I do enjoy going, but I just kind of hope that you know when I'm gone or when I'm old, like Cooper will remember those, and he'll take his kids and do the same thing, and then so on and so on and so on. And so you can call me a Disney adult. It doesn't offend you. It's kind of, yeah, I know.
Yeah. You're not supposed to be vulnerable, then it makes it hard to make fun of you.
Yeah, I
Now
get it.
that I'm the A in the BLPA.
Well, I don't think I'm not. I don't take it as a people making fun of me. I know some people think it's weird, and as an adult, like there's a lot more places I'd rather go than Disney. But I'm not going to Disney just me, right?
Yeah, if you didn't have a kid and you were going all the time. Like the ones who okay, I would do the same thing, so I'm not gonna hate on them. But generally the consensus is like when you're dressing up and they're all over those backpacks, like
Mhm,
whatever those the backpacks are, there's like a specific brand of them.
mhm.
And like that kind of Disney adult when
Yeah,
they like cry when they see the parade or something. Which have your joy and happiness. Don't
mhm.
come after me. I'm just making a blanket statement.
But think about when you think about that and you think about the thoughts that I have on it, they have their thoughts too. I don't know their stories, and so I've
Yeah.
always been if that's what they want to do, cool. Because I get where those stories like I go and even though we didn't go to Disneyland, went to Disney World.
Mhm.
It still makes me think of it's a small world, and I remember thinking it was so awesome.
Nice.
It was my grandmother was in a ride-em chair, right? And I remember getting to the front of the line because she was in there, and I thought, man, this is awesome. I'm glad she doesn't have any legs. I don't mean that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and so you just think of like stuff like that, and then like even like this one at Disneyland, like I'm standing there in line waiting for a churro because I love
Mm.
churros. And
Mhm.
the people in front of me walk out and they got their churros, but they walk right out in front of someone in a ride-em scooter and they get ran right over. And the lady's leg stuck under the thing and the lady that
No.
can't back up. And so I had to like run out there and like lift up and get her. And that reminds me of my grandmother
Slow.
running
Slow.
into things at Disney. So it's just, I don't know, it's just what people, what brings back their memories and what makes them feel happy. And so I do people think some people are weird how crazy they go over Disney? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But hey, to each their own. Look, I travel 40 weekends a year for hockey. Some people think I'm crazy. It is what it is, right?
Well, if
You know what I'm
the skate fits.
Well, maybe I am crazy, but I do
Yeah.
love it. I mean, Disney. I mean, it's just one of those places where like you go and like you can have a bad week or a bad couple weeks leading up to it, and you go in, you're just like, oh, this is
like
awesome.
magic there.
We don't care. That's what they talk about, the Disney magic, right? And
Yeah, you should
you know,
go with my mom. She also loves it. It's not like
oh,
she doesn't go as every other weekend like you do, but
I
when
would
she
love to go with
goes,
your mom. Do I got to bring
that
Tannis and Cooper or what?
that's great. She would like that because then she wouldn't have to, like, talk to you the whole time.
No, I said, do I? Can I
Oh,
just
do
be
you?
in your
Sorry.
mom like a
Yes.
Disney date?
Oh, Disney date. No.
We're both
Spinning
married.
tea.
We're both
True.
married. Me and your mom.
Yeah.
Maybe happily. I don't know. I can't attest to her
Yeah, you should ask.
marital status. I will when we go on our Disney date. And you know where else
So,
we'll go?
are you happy? Hmm?
We'll also go to Knott's Berry Farm because you know what's there? Peanuts.
Jelly. Oh.
Peanuts. That's where.
Wait, what
That's
am I thinking of that has
I don't know.
the farm? Maybe that's Smucker's.
Like Knott's Berry is like all peanuts themed in Southern California. So when we go to Disneyland, then I'll take her.
Oh.
Then I'll take her on a second date because and then you know what happens on third dates.
Dollywood.
Yep, exactly. But anyway, so that's Disney.
Okay.
So you can call me Disney all you want. Just know that I do enjoy
Disney
Disney.
doll.
It's not my first choice, but I do it because I think it's important.
Yeah, and you have a kid who you love, so I
Yeah,
guess that's,
yeah.
like, why
Oh,
also.
one topic gone. Look how professional we are. One
Wow.
topic gone. We got more here. I wish this is just printer paper. It's not like cool cards, but
Write
one
BLPA
more
on it
thing.
really quick.
Hold on, please.
Okay.
So let's go.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see.
that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's official.
should I draw what these words mean? Like what the B means? Like
Yeah,
means?
draw a pair of
Okay, hold on.
bees.
And then I'm gonna make a Y because that's how I do it on the. Oh, this is.
Oh, yeah, you gotta start with the cleave first.
Yeah. And then we got lips. And
I think I'm most excited to see the lips.
this is.
Why? PP. Why is a PP a squirt gun?
Hey, listen. You can only deal with
angle.
you can only deal with what God gave you. Okay, just don't.
I'm not hating on anybody.
You know how much power is in
Let
a
me see
squirt
the
gun?
lips.
Yeah,
What
it
is
kind of
that?
looks like bacon. My lips are not as
That's
good.
a frying pan. That looks like a chicken drummy over a one single wave.
Yeah, that's
A. What is A?
hieroglyphics. Well, it's like a butt.
That's a saggy booty.
Yeah, it's an old woman booty. You know,
Wow. You put detail on the P and nothing else.
What do you mean? What do you mean
You did-
detail?
Your details, he has head and I guess there are some nippies.
Yeah. So
Oh my
no
god.
areolas. I
If
didn't
you're
get too
listening to Spotify, you are missing out, baby.
Yeah, go over to YouTube and check that out. Hey, you know what we didn't remember what we didn't do last time, but I had to like record it afterwards.
Yeah.
Not the sponsors, but the winner
Yeah.
of our no one
yeah.
no one did it last year. So
That's
now
wild.
we take prize 1, prize 2, and now we're on prize 3. It's all combined.
So now
And
we're
I'm
up to
not gonna-
$100.
Yeah.
You should do it right now.
75.
No. You said double it.
Let's not get crazy. Let's not play with other people's money here.
Crazy.
Okay, we will do it now, so people don't have to listen to the end of the show. But
Yeah,
I want them to
hang
listen
up
to the
after
end of the show. Okay. What if I just draw it, but I don't? I show it, so if they watch it on YouTube, they're good. But they have to listen for us to say it till the end. What do you think? No.
Well, for me, that's fun because I have to stay here anyway. For them, I'd be like, what if he's driving right now?
Don't we want it? And they drive off the road and they get.
It's a trucker. It's a trucker who's driving. It's like 11:38, and he's like, "This is the one thing that's going to get me through the last 48 miles." He's driving through North Dakota right now. Give him a break.
Okay, we'll do it. It's
Yes.
$395. There it is.
Now I want to go and see who is number 395. I'm going to go through all the comments.
Yeah, you can go there.
I
will
but I
go look because I looked at the other two people and I'm like, man, I'm sure they would like to have $25 and
now 50 and now 75.
75. So but now this person's going to get all 75 if they message us.
Dang.
They got to message us. I'm not
They
going
could
out
have
of my
dinner at a
way.
Brazilian steakhouse.
Gaucho. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I went to last night.
Oh, did you like the picanha? Is that your favorite?
Huh? What are that?
The picanha is like the staple of it, like the sirloin with the garlic crusted. Oh, so
Oh,
good.
yeah, we had
Garlic.
that. That was
Oh,
bomb. I think the filet mignon, and then he also brought over the steak with, like, the gold flake on it. He's like, "Edible gold flake." I'm,
ooh.
What is this gonna look like in the toilet?"
Did they have the pineapple, the grilled
They
pineapple?
did the pineapple, and I didn't want it.
Oh my god, the grilled
I'm weird
pineapple
about
is
fruit.
fire.
Is it actually?
Oh,
I'm
it's so
kind of
good.
regretting
It's
because I kept
so
bringing it
good.
around. I'm like, "Get the pineapple away from me. I want filet mignon only,
Yeah,
bacon
but
wrapped, please."
whatever, get everything, right? Get it all
No, I did, but I need to save my space
for the
for the
filet.
good.
I got you. Okay, well, hey,
Those
to each
popovers.
his own.
I always pocket a few of those.
You pocket, you take it to go? I didn't think they let you do that.
They don't. That's why you act natural, slip it in your pocket. Just
Oh, okay.
one, just a pop over or two. I love
Okay.
them.
Okay, that's all you.
It's like the Cheddar Bay biscuits at Red Lobster.
I do love those, but they'll give those to you to go.
Oh,
They'll give them to you to go.
I wanna
What's
go and
better?
just get an order of those.
What's better? Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster.
Mhm. Or
I
the
got 3.
breadsticks at Olive Garden.
Breadsticks at Olive Garden or the rolls at Texas Roadhouse.
Okay, you're gonna hate me for this. I've never been to
Mm-mm.
Texas Roadhouse.
Might you? You've never been to Texas Roadhouse?
No, and I hear a lot about these rolls and how they're buttered, and I
Oh,
want
so
it.
good. And cinnamon butter. Cinnamon butter.
That sounds foya.
Is there not one by you?
There may be.
Google right. Oh, you can't Google right now. Wait,
Why
where do you
not?
live? Well, I didn't know if you had your phone like right close to you.
Oh, well, I can do it on a computer too. There's like this cool feature. It's called New Tab. I'm trying it
Hey,
out.
give me your address right here live on the show, and I'm
You
gonna put
want
it
my
in.
social security number?
Yeah,
Oh, the
and
closest one is kind of far.
how far?
Like 30 miles.
That's 30 minutes. That's not far at all.
No, not in California. It's not.
Okay, whatever. Well,
Wait a minute.
guess
Where
what?
even is this place?
We're gonna do a live show from a Texas Roadhouse, and it's just gonna be me and you
Wait, no,
feeding
it's
each other
not. Oh, wait,
rolls.
yes, it is. Oh, that's kind of far.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it anyway. When I come
Okay.
out there, we're gonna go and we're gonna do a live show. It's just gonna be me and you feeding each other Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Do we have to feed each other?
Yeah, that's because
Okay.
that's the bit. I mean, we can
Okay.
eat on our own too, but we can also do like this
That's
whole.
good. I was hoping you would just toss it across the room. I'm really good at
Yeah, we
hand-mouth coordination.
Okay.
Wait, not hand-mouth.
What about ass mouth?
Asked at the ATM.
All right.
Anyway,
Let's go back to hockey stuff. Although I'm sure everyone
we
would
did
love
have
to hear
hockey
your-
news.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone would love to hear your proclivities to ATMing, but
That was a really good word.
yeah. So which where you want to go? You lead it. I just talk. I'm the talent.
Thanks.
You lead me here.
Oh, I feel powerful.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Yeti because I'm thinking of getting Yeti for a breast milk cooler. So this is why it's important in my life.
Okay.
The Utah Hockey Club having to give up the Yeti nickname due to a copyright dispute with Yeti the cooler. Whose
What?
side are you on?
Well, does it tell you why they have to give it up? Like that doesn't
What?
seem like I would think like
What do you
trademark
mean?
would be like you would have to be like confused by the
Yes.
name. But so why would I confuse a hockey team with a cooler for beer other than beer league hop?
If
Beer
the
league
name
hockey.
Yeti is out there,
Yeah, but
that's
yeah, but
definitely a likelihood of confusion.
but I don't think so because they're in different spaces, right? Like they're in different like you're gonna confuse the Utah Yeti with the Yeti cooler. I don't think that is.
Apparently, because the Yeti has an apparel line, so that could be part of the crossover.
Okay. I think it's stupid. I think that I also read this article and I think it mentioned in there that the hockey team tried to work with the cooler to create some, and the cooler was like,
Collab.
no. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay, that's
I
fine.
don't like that. I feel like they should have just taken it and they could have totally did a hot collab. But I like when they have to come up with new names. I love when companies put it to the public to say, "Help
Mhm.
us come up with a new name." Do you remember
I love it
Bodie
too.
McBoatface?
I do, and I love it. But you know
Like,
what? I mean, think about
people are
how
funny.
cool it would have been to be okay, whatever the rink's name, but then you say, "Hey, let's go to the cooler." That's now the name of the rink because they're collabed with the
Cute.
Yeti coolers, and then
Yeah,
they theme it as in like you're like actually sitting in a cooler. Like that would be cool. Like, let's
true,
go to the cooler. We're going to watch the Yeti at the
true.
cooler, you know? But there aren't as many people that are as forward thinking as you and myself.
Yeah,
And
not everyone's as
obviously,
good as us is what
so
you
I
mean.
did see people saying that we should boycott Yeti coolers
Shoot,
because
so I have
they
to find a
shit
new
on
one?
yeah, so what's the other cooler? Igloo?
Igloo's a
Coleman?
classic.
You wanna get a Coleman
Hydro
cooler?
Flask has one.
Okay, Hydro Flask is good. I do like me some good Hydro Flask. You know?
Yeah, thanks. So the initial. Do you want to know some of the names that people came up with? So
Yeah.
the 6 finalists were Blizzard, Mammoth, Outlaws, Venom, Yeti. But this is okay. So this is where they came up with the Yeti. Obviously, they can't do it, but then they're down to 3 top names, and I'm wondering why this one made the top 3. So Mammoth,
I love it.
fine.
I
I
love
just
it.
hear Nicki Minaj like she's a mammoth. You know that line?
I don't know that song, but I do like Mammoth. I think
Well,
the branding.
she said it.
Yeah.
I hope that I don't do this wrong. Wasatch.
Wasatch. Is that like
So
a
they already shouldn't do that.
Sasquatch? Is that a Sasquatch? Like, but it's Wasquatch.
Or hockey club.
I don't like that. I think it should be Mammoth. I don't know what
Uh,
I don't know what the other one is. We should look it up. Look it up right now on your computer.
What do you mean the other one?
Wasquatch?
Oh, Wasatch.
Yeah. What is it? Wasatch. What is a Wasatch?
It's a range. It's a mountain range
Okay.
in the
Mhm.
mountains or in the United States.
On the Utah.
Oh,
Right?
the Utah-Idaho border. I see.
Okay, so it has some meaning. I still like because I like animals. I don't like to name it. Like I don't like. Nobody hate. I don't like the name Colorado Avalanche.
What is that?
The Colorado Avalanche.
Everything I know. Why is that? Like everything has to
Oh.
be a natural disaster. It feels like the hurricane.
No, I don't think it's even like. I don't even like the Hurricanes. Like I don't know. I like having them. Like who's gonna be the Hurricanes mascot? There's not a like you're just gonna have a guy storming. I'm sure he's a
Yeah,
cyclone.
it's a
walk around with
Tasmanian
his silk.
devil. He just like spins around.
But I like Mammoth because I just like I can more imagine the branding around.
Do Wooly like it? Do
Yeah.
Wooly like the mammoth?
Woolly like it. And listen, I get why the range would be cool because Utah is probably the prettiest airport in the United States in terms of when you're sitting in it, like you can go to one end and there's the mountains are just like right there and it's beautiful. So that's cool. But I think I don't like Utah Hockey Club. That's silly.
That sounds like 4th graders be like, let's make a hockey team. What should we call the hockey club?
I just want to let you know if they ever wanted to have some artwork, I'm available.
You should DM them, send the picture, and say want to collab. Just that. Wait, how many people? Okay, odds. Remember odds?
Odds.
We're bringing it back. Okay. Odds. You pick 10, or I pick 10 brands that you are going to send a picture of that, and the DM just say want to collab. Just that 10 brands today. Odds you do it.
I would do it. So I think it's 100% that I would do.
Okay,
that.
So then pick the odd to be like 1, and then you're doing it.
Okay, one.
Okay, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 1.
1.
Okay, you're doing it.
Okay,
and then take screenshots of if anyone responds.
But hey, you're the sponsorship lady now, so I'm gonna send that to you.
Give me your login and I'll do it. You have a blue check mark.
You have BLPA Jillian. God dang it.
I have 29 followers.
That's perfect. Who wouldn't want to?
It's almost better. Want to collab, and it's me with no posts and 29 followers.
But it's a girl, so they'll be like, okay, it's starting off.
Hey, he's still holding up his BLPA
Excels
graphic drawing.
And hey, you don't even have to use the boy part for the P. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying we could go either way.
Yeah.
Equality.
Okay.
All right. So Yeti team hockey club is no dice. We're going with Mammoth. She's a mammoth.
I'm going to call him Mammoth, but I am upset that Yeti couldn't. Let's go watch the Yeti game at the cooler. Right? It's silly.
Okay.
Know? So, okay.
Oh, oh my gosh. You know what? Nicki Minaj saying it was about her Ice Age character. So I think I like it better.
Okay.
She's a mammoth.
Okay, let's go. Hey, by the way, the Super Bowl's coming up. I don't know if you know that.
Ew.
Listen, here's what we're doing. We're doing a fundraiser for BLPA, and we're gonna do squares. You know what squares
you are?
Yeah.
I did. I won it last year.
We're gonna raise money. Okay. We're gonna have 2 of them. We're gonna have a $20 one and a $50 one. Okay. And we're gonna raise money. We're actually raising money for the BLPA big show, so we can fly out and do a live show
at Waffle House or Roadhouse.
Both. We'll feed each other waffles, and maybe we'll go get the rolls from Texas Roadhouse and then go to Waffle House, and then we'll go feed each other waffles
and have Cheddar Bay biscuits. It's just a whole thing of us eating bread.
Oh, that's carbs. Let's carb load because you got to for hockey. You got to for hockey. So, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get on that after the show. And so if you want to join in on the squares. You can win a bunch of money. Jillian won last year, not ours. Someone
I
else's.
did win, but don't
all
tell
right.
that to the IRS. It was only
Who?
$4.
I thought they got rid of them.
They got rid of them?
I thought old Trump was getting rid of the IRS.
Oh, he did.
I thought,
No,
yeah,
I don't know.
I
I
thought
don't. He's getting Gulf of America.
Listen, I don't follow politics enough to be educated, so no one get mad at my political takes. But I also heard that he said that he was going to get rid of the IRS, and if they wanted to work, they could go down to the border and start defending it or something. I just saw that on Reddit. I don't know if it's true or not, but I was like, oh, okay.
Wild.
And then instead of the IRS, it's now the ERS, the External Revenue Service. That's where the tariffs are coming. Tariffs.
Tariff.
No, I want to call it tariff.
Tariq Al Musa tariff.
Yeah, tariff. And so, so I don't know. But anyway,
anyway,
next on, you're supposed to lead this thing. I'm just
I am leading it. I'm trying to, I got my lasso. You're sprinting around. You are a gelding who has never been tamed. And I'm like out there, I'm like, ah. Yeah, thunderous hooves. Well, you did pose a question in the Facebook group about getting cut from beer league.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I liked it. So the question was, have you ever been cut from beer league, or know someone who has, right?
Yeah. I'm glad you're using this question instead of the one I posed yesterday about airline seats, because it caused some drama in my
I didn't
house.
even see that one. My algorithm is not
do you
algorithming.
prefer aisle or window seats? And
do you remember when I talked about this on podcast 2?
Yeah, no, I remember, but this was something else. And it was basically some guy was being a donkey and said he chooses the middle, and his dream is that it'll be like someone chose for their kid and themselves that they chose the window in the aisle, thinking that way no one would pick it, and then it got picked by him, and then they asked to change so they can sit together, and he says no.
That's funny.
And then it really pissed my wife off, because in the last couple flights we've had some issues with Cooper getting split up or us getting split up, and so it's a hot button topic. And I was like, Tennis, listen, he is literally a joke. And she's like, I hate this asshole and all this stuff. And
that's so funny, because I think I would then be like, okay, good. Sit next to my snot little kid, enjoy. And I'd be throwing snacks over. I would act as if that person was not there and be like, you wanted this seat.
Yeah, you asked.
B-word.
But then then the guy, when I said it was a joke, and he was like, yeah, I would only do it if it bettered my seat. That's the only way I would trade it. Still being a joke, because obviously sitting in the window to aisle would better your seat, right? And so then she was like, well, I'm still a joke, but even if he wouldn't, but whatever. And she's like, would you? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't change from an aisle to a middle seat just to accommodate someone. She's like, even if it's a kid I'm like, but listen, I don't think you understand. There's a lot of people that do it as a way to get around things. Maybe they book the lowest cabin fare.
True.
And they don't, and so they just think people will accommodate us. When I paid for my seat usually, and she just thinks I'm a raging asshole now. But nonetheless, I'm glad you picked this question and not the one that got me in.
Well, I have to say once, because I was sitting in the window one time when I was flying, and I had the thing where there was a kid in the middle and then the mom in the aisle.
Yeah.
And the kid was obsessed with seeing out the window. And so I'm sitting with my headphones and I can hear him. He's like, oh, look out the window. She's like, no, we can't. That's not your seat. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to move, aren't I? I should be the nice person. And I waited a long time and I was like, do you want him to have the window? And she's like, no, that's okay. He has to learn. I'm like, oh, I love you as a mom. Teaching him lessons.
But that's not really what Tanis is pissed. She's pissed more WestJet sucks, by the way. I'm going to put that out there. WestJet, you are a horrible airline.
Oh my God. I was just messaging with them to sponsor us, and they were going to give us $12,000.
Well, that would make things better, because that's probably all the money I've lost.
Use it to fix your airplane.
With them. So, yeah. So she's like, they literally, we paid for seats in our flight home from Southern California. And we're not first class, but we're the first row behind. So you have whatever. We paid for it.
Yeah.
And then I contacted them and I said, hey, wait a second. WestJet and Delta are partners, and if you're a Delta Diamond, you're supposed to get the same perks as being a Delta WestJet Platinum, which is their highest. And yeah, and I'm like, so why'd I have to pay for the seat? Because you could pick any seat as a Platinum. And oh, you're right, we're going to refund you, but it only extends to one person, not more than that. So one person is going to be split up. I'm like, keep me and Cooper on the same one. Give us these seats, and then you can have my, Tanis can pay for her seat. And so they're like, okay, we'll just refund yours. Good. But then they refunded all of us and then just moved us willy-nilly wherever they wanted.
Oh.
And so when we went to check in, like Cooper was still in his original seat in the middle up in 5. And then me and Tanis were back in like row 12. And we're like,
Oh.
this is an 8-year-old. And I called and it was a big to do. And like, oh, we'll just put you want to sit together, you can go in the exit row. I'm like, my kid is 8. He cannot sit in the exit row.
Yeah.
It was just, and so she's just, yeah. But anyway, okay, let's go.
Okay.
about
All
the
right.
other.
Anyway, so the question was if you ever got kicked out of beer league. I grabbed like 3 comments that I liked.
Been cut from beer league. Been cut, not kicked out.
Did
been
I say
cut
kicked?
from your team? Yeah, been cut
Cut
from your
from the
team.
team.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone said, I've cut one guy in 24 seasons. Sure, he took 3-minute shifts and didn't pass, but it was buying himself a single beer instead of a pitcher for the boys. That was the last straw.
Dick.
Yeah. Number 1 rule. Don't be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like this other guy. I wish we could put up a picture because he said, pray I never get cut from my team because I have a pretty big team tattoo and that would be awkward.
Oh,
Plus, I'm the team coordinator. And he
Yeah,
is
so he,
the Royals. And he has, if you can picture like the little pillow, you maybe see it in Aladdin, a little purple pillow with a little tassels hanging off, a crown on top, and like crossed hockey sticks. Royals with a puck underneath.
like and Crown Royal theme, like the whiskey. That's
dedicated.
That's dedication.
Yeah. I was once told from an old friend who ran a team that he didn't want me playing because he, quote unquote, wanted to win. I had bought the team jersey after playing in a few games too. This was men's C League, and he was no better than I was on the ice. The next team I joined, I had a ton of fun. We won back-to-back league championships, and I even beat my old friend's team to get to the championship one season.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. That's like karma. I wish there was I love to watch those instant karma videos. Even if karma takes a little bit of time, I love it. It's just like so satisfying.
It does feel good. I've never been cut, although I should have been, but I've always like organized the team. I don't know if you like to organize things and like have control over things and all that.
Yeah.
I had to cut one guy one time. And his name was it was a free agent team. And we were called the Cows. We got given that name and cow jerseys, which whatever.
I like it.
But I also worked for the league, right? So the goalie was not very good, right? Like I can remember the best game he played. We ended the first period down 1-0, and me and a guy that also worked for the league were on the bench. We're like, yeah, good game. Let's just. By the time our first shift in the second period happened, it was 9-0. So it was he wasn't a very good goalie. I mean, we were middle of the road, so there was 14 divisions. We were in Division 8, so there was a lot of road to where he could have went down. But I didn't want to cut him because I just didn't feel like it was right. But then like there was a coup starting to happen. And they're like, we're going to cut him. We're going to cut him. I'm like, but he's paid, right? He's paid. He's paid. I paid for the team already. He's paid, and like, what if we find a guy as a goalie to pay? I'm like, okay, find a goalie to pay. He's like, oh, our buddy will pay to play and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give him his money back out of my pocket, but your buddy has to come pay. His buddy did not pay. I paid. Buddy did not pay. I cut the guy. Buddy didn't pay. I got screwed out of $449 that summer, and I'm still pissed off about it.
That's utterly ridiculous.
Because the buddy came in and said, well, I'm a goalie. Why should I have to pay? And I'm like, that was the whole deal. That's the whole fucking deal. And so I got fucked. So maybe that's a little bit of why I have a resentment towards goalies and paying because I've been fucked. But nonetheless, so getting cut from a beer league team is dirty business unless you're just unless you're Billy Funday. Got to cut that guy.
So it is dirty. Like there's no easy way around it.
But we'll charge you to cut people for you if you don't want to deal with the drama. Like BLP, we'll call them up. Me and Jillian. Let's sound nice. Jillian's voice. Like say something nice, but say it mean and demeaning. But say it in a tone that that's okay.
Hello, you look bad today.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like telling me he's sexy, but his sexiness doesn't extend to how well he plays, and so he's going to
compliment the compliment sandwich.
Yeah, but
you know what? Hey, hey, it's Jillian from BLPA. I just wanted to have a quick conversation. So I have been hearing a lot about how sexy. I'm sorry, I had to say it. How sexy you are on the ice, and it's honestly distracting for the fan in the stands. So, we're gonna have to ask you to leave, but only because we simply cannot take it. Like, I'm like just talking about it. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to get out, but I really hope you can understand. And also, here's my social security number. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because all these guys on the team, they have wives, all right? They got wives. So we're going to have to ask you to step away from the team. You're not welcome because you're so goddamn handsome and sexy.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sorry. This is really hard for us to get out.
that's how we're gonna cut people
Mm-hmm.
in that fashion. See, people should pay for that. Then
Yeah.
person feels good about himself, and the other team, don't have to deal with it, right? So, but yeah,
Yeah.
getting cut in beer league and cutting people in beer league, especially for if the guy's a legit donkey and he's doing shit that just ain't cool, I get it. But if you're just cutting him because you want to win, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like literally go buy yourself, go find, if you want to win so bad, go find yourself a goddamn medal or a trophy, fashion it, custom it to however you want it, and award it to yourself. And
Yeah.
then you won it. It's the same as winning a beer league, right? Because usually after you win a beer league, it's not the Stanley Cup. You don't spend a goddamn summer taking this trophy around and everyone cheering for you.
I don't
and all this
know.
stuff.
I could have a couple neighborhood parades.
Yeah, well, you could, right? But that's not how it is. Usually you win the championship and then the new season starts the next week. So it's like, but anyway.
Yeah,
That's just
short-lived glory.
Short-lived glory. But
Okay.
nonetheless.
Nonetheless, speaking of thinking of boobies and peepees,
Oh,
you had some drama to talk about. I don't know what this is, but I'm
you don't know this.
eager beaver.
This was sent to me, and I will say, like, he sent me the story, and I said, okay, I can't read this that you're writing. Can you just run it through a chat GPT or something just so we can have it so it's like makes sense going through it? I guess I didn't have to add that, but I just didn't want people to say this sounds too polished. But I mean, it's the general consensus on the notes, like what he's saying is everything he put in it. It's just written in a clear format by AI.
Okay. Perfect.
And it is funny. It is funny. Hey, BLPA crew. I never thought I'd have a story wild enough for the show, but here we are. So buckle up because this one is straight out of a beer league fever dream. And now I might actually be in trouble for it. Last week, we had a late night game against one of the other teams in our league. It was your standard beer league experience, some solid chirps, a couple guys trying way too hard, and our goalie forgetting how to stop a beach ball. Anyway, we finish up, head to the locker room, and the boys start peeling off the gear, ready for the sacred post-game rinse in the shower. It's a standard setup, one of those old school, no privacy group showers where you just get in, clean off, and avoid making too much eye contact, nothing weird. Until something very weird actually did happen. One of the girls from the other team just walks right in.
Oh.
No hesitation, no knocking, no oops, wrong room.
Girl.
Just full confidence, drops the towel, and steps into the shower like she belongs there. Dead silence. Absolute dead silence. It's like someone hit pause on reality. Every single guy in there just freezes, looking around like, are we actually seeing this right now? Then the wildest part. She looks up, totally unfazed, and just says, "Sup, boys?" Like she just buried the game winner, and this was the normal post-game routine. Now, I don't know if it was some kind of bet, a power move, or if she's just that comfortable, but nobody knew what the hell to do. Do we leave? Do we stay? Do we ask questions? One guy just blurts out, "Hey, how you doing?" So she showers, completely unbothered, and then just leaves. No explanation, no weird energy, just towels off and walks out like it was a Tuesday, which it was a Tuesday.
Wow.
Nobody talked about it. Nobody dared talk about it again until we were actually out at wing night with our wags.
Uh-oh.
Team ranch, by the way.
Mm.
Some idiot on the team let it slip in conversations, just a casual, "Yo, that was wild when that chick just showered with us after the game, right?"
Okay.
Loud enough for my girlfriend to hear. And now I am in hell. I tried to explain that I was just standing there trying to be as neutral as possible while the most unexpected event in beer league history unfolded. But let me tell you, she's not buying the "I didn't look" defense. I did look. Very nice in a Borat voice. Very nice.
Oh, no.
So, BLPA, what's the play here? How do I explain this without making it worse? Do I just shut up and write it out? Or do I need to lawyer up? And for the love of all things beer league, has this ever happened to anyone else? Help me out before I end up on the IR. Stay dusty. Holy shit.
Lawyer up, baby.
Lawyer up. You said girlfriend. So, I mean, I don't know if the divorce is going to cost you all that much, but.
Yeah. Cut your losses. They're small.
Yeah. Wild. So we don't know if they're small.
Well, I don't know. It's not like you're sharing an asset together. Sharing an ass together, not that.
Maybe. Well, we don't know his lifestyle.
That's funny.
That's wild, eh? Like, I mean, I've seen some wild shit in some locker rooms, and I've seen a situation like this before.
Okay.
And I've seen a
How
lot
did
of
it
like
end?
I've seen
How
a
did it
lot of
end though?
well, everyone knew who the chick was. That would
Okay.
like we would be showering, and she was a very large. Uh, I don't know if I how to politically correct say
Then don't.
she's a large lesbian woman.
Okay. So does that matter less then?
No, I'm just saying because I mean
No,
she
but
obviously
actually, I'm
was.
saying
Yeah,
like if you
I
know
don't know.
that she has a girlfriend or wife, is it like, oh,
Well,
one of the guys?
that I don't know. Maybe right. I mean, I guess she did this stuff all the time, so I guess so. But she would walk in, and if you were short, she'd pop up on her big old titties and bump it on your head.
No.
Yeah, and so it was a weird thing. I saw her do it no less than 3 times.
Oh my God.
No
Was
less
it
than
on you? Are you
no,
short?
I wasn't. I mean, I am a short king. I'm 5'8" and a half, maybe pushing 5'9". I'll grow my
Five,
hair out,
6. Okay.
but
And heels?
she just dropped that, and they were huge. She was a big woman, a bigger woman, right? But uh, but I never had like just I know the showers that he's talking about, like they both open up into the same, like you're in locker room, 1 and
Yeah.
2, and they open up into the same thing, and so yeah, I mean that's a wild story. Like I can't imagine just not knowing the girl and a girl just walking in. But I've also
Yeah.
I've been in locker rooms where like you're having a conversation with a girl that you don't know, like just part, and she goes full nude, right? Like right there,
Yeah.
titties, clam out, everything, and you're just like,
Clamajama.
yeah, you're like, do I, what do you,
My eyes are up
I'm
here.
like, please don't stare, please don't stray, please don't
Just like
stray.
put your
But,
hand up right under your eyes, so it's like you're clearly not
like,
looking.
can I get one eye down there? But yeah, so I mean, I've seen some weird shit, but that's a wild story. I mean, that's nuts.
That well,
How,
nuts and clams.
how comfortable would you have to be, Jillian, to just be like, well, all right, here I go. I'm gonna go shower with the boys right now.
I think if all the boys were interested in other men,
Like it would have to be a room of gay
a room
fellows.
of gay men, and then I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care,
I
but
can't see there being anything different than that.
okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you've seen a penis before. I would imagine
No,
you have a baby,
we're
and
waiting till 3 years of marriage.
so most dudes have seen boobies and vagine, bobs and
Mhm.
vagine, and so I guess at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal.
No, and I think it's an interesting take when the girlfriend or wife is mad that he saw it, as if like, "All right, let me look at your search history. Really?
Mhm.
This is it just because it was real life in person?"
Well, I mean, listen, I don't judge. I'm a live and let live guy.
We
You
listen
do your
and we
thing.
don't
Listen,
judge.
we don't judge. But there are some insecure people in this world, and some of
You're
those
right.
insecurities, maybe that was bubbling over. Maybe he's strayed in the past. Maybe he's hooked up with a
Mm.
hockey girl. I don't know.
If
But
this
that
was the
is a
second time it happened and she's like, "Well, last time with the shower, this was like his final strike."
yeah, yeah. You've showered with too many women in your hockey days.
Yeah, and you just happen to drop the soap right in
Yeah,
front of
or
uh-huh.
she did, and you went to get it, and you combined, and
Yeah.
your genitals touched. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep
like the
going.
story, but nonetheless, I mean, it's a crazy story. I can't imagine that happening, but I guess it does. Sometimes the truth is
This
stranger than fiction, right?
that I love that. I weirdly love this for the girl. I think it's funny. And that's all. Like, I don't know. It's just such a weird move. It's so bold that sometimes you just look at stuff, you're like, okay, yeah, I guess that's fine. Like,
Okay, let
he
me
has to
ask you a
get
question.
clean.
Okay, since we were talking about the girlfriend, let's say you were volleyballing with beer
Okay.
league volleyballing, okay? And
Yeah.
you got naked and walked in the shower with the other team was there. And you just shower. You're in a hurry, right? You shower. You get
Mhm.
naked. You shower. Whatever. What would your husband think if you did that?
If I walked into a room full of schlongers,
No, it's slongers, but even if it's co-ed, what if it's guys and girls, right? Like,
yeah, it'd probably be weird.
yeah,
Like,
he would be
I'm
mad.
not
I would imagine.
disagreeing that it's not weird, but it's funny for someone else to
No,
do.
it is funny. Like it's
I just
hilarious. Like,
wouldn't ever
what a
do it.
power move. It's like the dude, like
Right.
I've had this podcast for a long time, and I remember, and I was sending it out to everyone in our league at one point when I worked for this league,
Yeah.
and so I think this is where this came from. I would hope it could, because it makes it even funnier if they heard it on the podcast. I talked about
Yeah.
how shitting in your locker room is totally off limits. You should never do it's disgusting. It's
Yes.
gross. And then we were in the playoffs, and a dude came in a motorcycle helmet shit in our locker room and then left. And then it turns out he was a guy on the other team that we were playing. And
Oh,
I
no.
thought that was the funniest power move I'd
That's
ever
actually funny.
seen. And so I wonder if this is just a woman power move, or maybe it's the bet. Odds are,
You
hey,
think she did odds?
odds, Jillian, that you'll go to your next beer league game and shower in a room full of dudes.
Oh, I don't shower, so it's gonna be hard.
Okay, so odds 0?
No, odds would be like 12,000.
12,000. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you'll do it, maybe.
Well, so the next part of the game you have to finish. I say 12,000, and then you
Yeah.
say, okay, and you count down 3, 2, 1. We both say a number. If it's the same, I have to do it. If it's different, I'm out.
Oh, okay. So we say, okay, 3, 2, 1, 12,000.
369.
So, no, you already said 12,000. You can't cheat the game.
No, you're not understanding the game is
No,
the problem.
I do understand. I was just trying to catch you. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Help.
Because you don't tell me what your odds are. We say odds are 3, 2, 1, and then we both say a random number. And if it's the same, right?
No, that's a different game.
What?
No, the odds game is because the odds game is to push your limits a little bit. So if it's something easy breezy, like you're going to DM that picture of the BLPA card, you're like, yeah, I would do that. It's kind of funny. Odds 3, because it's a low number. Good odds that we're going to get the same number. So you did the locker room. I said 12,000 because it's like, yes. Oh, there's almost no shot I would do that, making it difficult.
Yes.
So then it's not just any number ever. Then it's between 1 and 12,000.
1 and 12,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I got it. So 1 and 3. So then we would say it. And if we both said the same, but if I said 2 and you said 3, then
you're off the hook. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. We'll keep working. Maybe by podcast 68, we'll have it.
What was the one last week? The ins and outs. Holy shit, man. You're bringing all the young energy.
I'm so Gen Alpha. It's actually Generation Beta now. Did you know that?
Nope.
Like my next kid's going to be a beta.
Ooh.
This kid's an alpha though. I feel like that could be a fight later on.
Are you having a second kid?
Yeah, I'm pregnant.
Nice.
No, imagine. My uterus is like still healing. I still have the dinner plate sized wound from a placenta. I don't know how long that takes to go away actually, but I think we're getting there.
Like, do you look at it like every day just to kind of?
Yeah, I have one of those cameras that like on like a stick.
Earwax camera.
I put it up there and I'm like just checking on my uterus.
It's like the earwax camera, but you use it for.
Yes. Have you seen those? Have you done them with the water or the camera to stick it in there?
I would love to do that. To see.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, me too. Maybe I'll order one and then
imagine Shrek's ear.
What if we do it live on this podcast? Like both when we do our live shows, we'll do that and we'll just be. That would be
Who
cool.
is like the dirtiest ears?
Yeah, dirty.
Well, just the title will be like "Who's the dirtiest," but then it's actually just like a live showing of us like inside of our ear canal.
But then we'll do it on the premium. It's only subscribers, right? And then
okay,
let's see how dirty Nick and Jillian can get on this. And then okay. Anything else? Anything else to chat about?
Well, I did want to complain about my coaches, but I don't want to now because it's going to open a whole can of worms. So I just want to.
Does your coach listen to the show?
No. It's not my coach. It's a different team that we played against.
Okay.
And I hate this is like your interesting way of getting me to say it, even though I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
No, it's not. We're not recording.
I get actually mad. And I wasn't as mad at the time. I stayed very even keeled. I don't know if it's because I'm like frazzled on a day-to-day basis that when things that happen should make me anxious, they just don't. But we're playing a tournament. It's the last day, the last game of a tournament. So these girls have a 3-day tournament, by the way. And they, it's like 8 hours Saturday, 8 hours Sunday. We're on Monday. It's already an hour past when it's supposed to be. It's 5 o'clock on MLK Day, Monday, weekend. We want to go home. We're done. We did not play well. We're low. We're in a very low division. And we're playing this team and they just start doing like, are there things that you can do that's kind of just weird, dirty little mind games? But like, okay, yeah, I guess technically you can do that, but whatever. Like when we do the coin toss, they like, oh, do you want serve or receive? And we're like, oh, we'll have serve. The other team says, well, we want that side. So they make us switch benches to go to the other side where nobody does that. Like, yes, you can do it, but it's just like a weird respect thing. They're also like 12 years old. So it's just a weird little mind game. We started with that. And then we're ready to serve. We have our ball. And they're like, oh, is it okay if we use our ball? And I'm like, oh, nope, that's okay. We'll use ours. And then they still rolled their ball. So my girl had to play with their ball. And they're like, we don't like this ball. And I'm like, whatever. It's like these people want to be petty. fine, let them have it, whatever.
You didn't petty them back. You should have just rolled their ball
I
back.
tried to rise above. That's the thing. Because I was thinking like, all right, what's the more important lesson here? I have a group of 12 and 13-year-old girls who are looking at how to react, how to behave in this situation. And this other team is doing like rude cheers. Like my team, I'm like, we can do positive for our team, but not negative for the other team. Like a common one in the volleyball world is like, to the window, to the wall. We saw you shank that ball. All these females saw. They don't say females. They're like, everybody saw. So it's like, you already feel bad because you missed a pass. The girl's 12 years old. And then they're cheering like just the mean cheers. And the coaches are literally swearing at the line judges who are other 12-year-old girls from a different team. And I'm like, guys, this is like for second to last place. Like, it's just really not that big of a deal. And these coaches are not using it as opportunity to, create like good sportsmanship or how can I teach these girls a lesson? And so my girls want to do the cheers. I'm like, no. We rise above. Let them be low. Let them be down here. And like the girl on the other team got a yellow card. I've never seen a yellow card handed out to a 12-year-old before. It's just like dirty teams and dirty coaches who then at the end of the game when they won because they used their ball back after we try to use ours, they're like, oh, great game. And I wanted so badly to just pull them aside and be like, you know what? I'm happy that you're happy that you won this game. That is so meaningless. But can you not think of like this as an opportunity to maybe teach these girls a life lesson or two? Like they're going to be playing for a long time and this is how you want your team to act. Like I'm honestly embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed as a parent if that's how my kid was acting. I'd be embarrassed that this is how the club is acting. Yes, I can be petty and I wanted to. And I went to the ref and she was on my side and I was like, we want to switch back our ball. And she's like, are you just trying to be on their level or do you actually want a different ball? And I said, both. I'm feeling a little bit petty right now. But then I said, fine, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to be them. I'm rising above. And I told my girls that. And I said, let them have their little win. And then you are a better team in every other way. I hated them.
Hey,
Anyway.
I can't really think of any beer league stuff. I mean, obviously, but I can think I was umpiring one time and it was like 8-9-year-old girl fast pitch softball.
Okay.
And it was a tournament. And I remember there was the coach was like a very large opposing guy, Oakley's, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Pit Vipers.
Yeah, probably Pit Vipers, but it was before Pit Vipers.
Oh.
But his team was kicking the shit out of teams, like kicking the shit. And basically I knew like the run differential was like seven runs or whatever. So after like the third inning, in the second game, I just walked up to him and said, Hey coach, think you're pouring it on a little thick, like maybe. And this guy did his glasses like this to where I could see his eyes. And he goes, is that how we were taught to do it, Nick? And it's a guy that I grew up playing ball with and we were taught to fucking put it in. And I was like, holy shit, Marcus, I didn't know it was you. You're right. Carry on.
You still suck.
Well,
So see, that's what they're learning from an early age. And he carries that with him in his next generation.
But I remember like someone pissed me off and I wanted to go on the podcast and get a sponsor that was their number one competitor in their business and then read it. And I was going to do it for free. I wouldn't even call. I was just going to do the thing just to be petty. So I know how to be petty, but
I love being petty.
Oh, I love it.
You have to, like, if it's grown-ups who know that they're being petty and I can be petty back, like knowing we're kind of, fully baked adults, that's different than I don't want to be the coach who's teaching a 12-year-old girl, like, this is how you should act. Like, be better. Just be a better human.
Yeah. No, I do. I like petty though. Should have been petty. You should have just been petty. You should have did it. You should have did it. Should have did it anyway. You should let him chant. You should let him chant and use cuss words. 100%.
Nope. That just means that the other team is winning. Then they're getting in our head.
All this sounds like is Jillian doesn't like her team to win.
We will be better because I said, let the ball talk, girls. Let the game talk. Let the ball talk. We don't have to be on their low level. They're losers.
We'll show them.
They're dirty bird losers.
Dirty bird losers.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious when kids cuss. Like my kid right now, like he asked me in Disney, like, do you want to go on Storybook? Like that's the worst ride in Disney, by the way. And I was like, hell no. And now he just thinks it's funny to say hell. And he's like this other day, like we're driving home to say, hey dad, you want to go on Storybook Canal? And I'm like, hell no. And he just thinks it's the best, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he loves
I can't
hell.
believe that.
I know.
I'm not allowed to swear.
So let them cuss. Let all them kids cuss.
I'm
Just
not allowed.
words. Don't let these words hurt you, kids.
Yeah,
Don't
it
let
hurts
these words
me.
hurt you. So
Words hurt.
nice
It is
coaching
a life
story.
lesson.
Listen,
I
let
hate
me
it.
come out. Let me come out and coach volleyball. Let me come
Come,
out.
I have a tournament this weekend. Come.
Yeah, let me come out and I'll be the petty side. And you'll say, don't do them chants. And I'll be like, bullshit, do them fucking chants.
And you're gonna get a megaphone out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow, to the window, to the wall.
We saw you
bitches
shank
suck
that
at
ball.
volleyball.
Everybody saw.
I'm gonna say, you bitches suck at volleyball.
Yeah, and that's a better one. That has a better ring to it.
In their face. Yeah. Listen, I don't care about cadence. I'm not a songwriter. All right. I don't care about cadence. I don't care about fitting. I just want my message across. Like you guys can sing. I'll say,
Heard
wait,
that.
stop the music. Stop the music. You bitches suck at volleyball.
Announcement.
I would never say such a thing. Never.
To their face.
In real life.
Yeah.
So.
You're so brave. You're such a keyboard warrior. You're so brave behind the screen.
No. I would say it if I wouldn't get in trouble, So
I would do it if like parents are watching me and the kids are watching me. I can't if it's me as a person and I'm playing a volleyball tournament, I'll do something petty and think it's funny. But when I'm trying to be a role
responsible
model,
adult, listen, Tannis owns a dance competition and I MC all the events.
Oh yeah.
And I see all the petty shit that goes on and it sucks. And I remember one time, I literally had to go up at award ceremony and give this long speech about building up other people in the same industry or genre that you're in instead of talking about how bad they are and, upsetting and hurting feelings. Because at the end of the day, like you're going to be an adult and people are going to think you're shitty. And I had to give this whole long soliloquy of, it was a good one. I think it brought some tears. A lot of the parents came up afterwards and like, hey, really respect what you said. Good job, pal. And I said, we call him pal.
You punch him in the face. Don't ever call me pal again.
But nonetheless, anything else to talk about on today's episode?
That's all. Thanks for asking.
Odds that you'll go shower with a group of gay dudes and one straight dude in a hockey team.
4.
All right. So then I go
3, 2, 1,
2.
2.
Oh!
I like wait for you to say it so I can make sure to say the same number.
I'll be the straight guy, so it's you'll know it's not bad. Like
generous.
I've seen it before, so it's just a bunch of me and my gay dudes, my gay bros,
meat gang.
And, meat gang. Here we go, and you. So it'll be no. We don't want to do any rising up.
So it's kind of you get it, rise up.
No. I'm saying we don't want to do that with the meat gang. That's too.
That's true. They all like, no, I'm definitely gay.
Well, they're in there with other people. Yeah, so you don't want to do that. Other than that, anything to promote?
I want to promote that by next week's episode, you're going to have 10 screenshots of the companies that you are DMing with our BLPA card.
Okay. And I want to promote that I'm going to get, a bunch of gay guys and me, and we're going to shower together.
Okay. That's for the OnlyFans Patreon.
There'll be screenshots of it. So
VIP subscriber.
I would be remiss in my duties as the host of the greatest hockey show in the world if I didn't also mention Bar Down Sports Co. as our main sponsor, helping us make beer league more affordable for beer leaguers just like you and me. You want some things, you don't want to pay full price for them, you want a good deal, you just go over there to bardownsportsco.com, use code BLPA. They're going to give you $10 for free one time. Don't do it. Listen, don't do it. Don't do it multiple times. That's not cool. We don't want to screw anyone.
Can they do that?
I don't know. I don't run their website. But then also, we must mention tuckerhockey.com. We're taking a group to check. Cheap beer. Sorry, I got a burp.
Period.
Cheap beer. Period. Go fucking do it. They're taking a group to Czech Republic. They're going to go to 4 or 5 cities. It's 14 days in Czech Republic.
That's 2 weeks.
I can't pronounce any of the cities but Prague. So you're going to go to Prague and a bunch of cities I can't pronounce, which usually means it's going to be a good time. That's all I'm saying. Right?
Yeah.
And you should also check out Tokyo. We need a couple guys for Tokyo.
Oh, or girls? Are girls allowed?
But when I say guys, it's an all-encompassing term. I could say girls. I don't care. I'm looking for 2 girls, right? Took 2 girls, all the girls out there. That's guys and girls, all the gals. All the gals.
Okay.
All the gals. all the thems, everybody. I want everyone to come, but we're also trying to get another one off the ground. We're trying to go to the Christmas markets of
That's
Munich
right.
and Salzburg. I need 10 skaters and a goalie. 9 skaters if you count me, because I'd also like to skate there. So if you want to do that, hey, hit me up. And yeah. And so other than that, I don't know what we got. I was supposed to have a meeting this week, but I went to Disney. Have a meeting next week with the Tucker hockey guys. So we're gonna get them on to talk about it. Maybe they can pronounce the names. I would imagine. I think the Tucker, the guy that owns it, I think his wife is from the Czech Republic, so she would definitely.
I want to
know
hear
how
it from
pronounce it.
her.
You want to talk to her?
Yeah, I want to hear the pronunciation from her.
Okay, and in English and
yeah, I bet it's like so.
What do you think they cut? Did they talk Czechian?
Beautiful.
Check-in?
I don't know.
Check-in?
I'm sure it's that.
So yeah, and then Jillian's gonna cook up some other cool things for us to talk about next week. Then at the end of next week, not next week, but the week after that, we're going to our first ever Puck 10 bash in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Sweet.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem.
Thank you for having Puck 10.
Yes, exactly. And then Savannah on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I cut it all the way back to the front. Let's start over. Yesterday was Jillian's birthday, and I completely I did say, hey,
I wasn't going to say anything.
Tell him I wished you a happy birthday yesterday.
I'll show you exactly what Nick said. This is what, on my very important day, this is the message that I got from Nick. Hold on, I have to. I got happy birthday. Happy birthday.
There's
you slipped an O in there.
Hell yeah, that's what I do. I slip O's.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, isn't that a great message to have?
No exclamation point, not sent with balloons.
Well, that's because I didn't do happy birthday because it usually would automate that. But I didn't know what you were doing. You could have been doing fun stuff for your birthday. I don't know. I didn't want to.
And that's what decides how fun the text is.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be overshadowed. I mean, what if your husband hadn't sent you anything yet? You know what I'm saying?
He made me breakfast in bed.
Yeah, but
you didn't even ask what it was.
What if this was before breakfast? You know what I'm saying?
Never. And you didn't want me to say, never mind, Rob. There's nothing you can do today that's going to top this text that I just got.
I just don't want him laying there and he's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
He's him and a group of gay dudes are showering with my wife.
Already outdone.
And now he's wishing my wife a happy birthday before me. I didn't want to put that, out there and upset your husband. So just let you know, I was thinking about you on that day, and you knew it. And then, so this is the end of the podcast, but we should have done this at the front, but I figured I didn't know if Rod had another podcast planned where he was going to do all of this. So that's why Rob. Well, we can call him Rod. His name's Rob, right?
Yeah, it is. But I love that people call him Rod.
Yeah, let's call him Rod. His name's Hot Rod.
Rod is better. That adds 30 years to his age.
Hell
I think.
Yeah. He needs to grow a mustache, wear glasses that he doesn't really even need to use, and then also put gray highlights in his hair.
Yeah.
And get a beer belly for sure. Maybe he already has one. I don't know. But Hot Rod Rob is
Hot Rod.
I didn't know if he was gonna call in during the show and surprise you. Me and him were talking about it, but maybe he decided against it. I didn't know. So maybe after he heard the stuff about showering with us, he didn't want to. I don't know. It's weird. So
he wanted to get in the shower with you guys.
He's one of the gay guys.
He just wanted to go with you guys, not me.
Oh, not you? Oh, fine. In.
He's seen enough.
100% in. Oh, listen, he's probably got that camera looking at how well you're healing. The earwax.
My uterus cam.
Yeah. You cam. All right. Let's start in this before we get too far off.
God.
Yeah, off topic.
Help. Get out of here. Get me out of here.
I just wanted to say happy birthday again. Been a joy and pleasure having Rip. How old are you now?
Old enough.
We gotta find a new host. Can't have girls over a certain age on this show.
You're like the Leonardo DiCaprio, but a podcast host.
Exactly. Or Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh.
Which would you rather be? Would you rather be Leo or would you rather be Seinfeld?
Are you kidding?
Well, Leo's good looking.
Obviously Leo.
But listen, but Leo is good looking, which will help get a woman's clothes off. Okay.
Yeah.
But Seinfeld can make you laugh so hard your clothes fall off. So it's either way. You're winning both, right?
No, because I don't need someone to be funnier than I am because then I'll get insecure.
That's true.
And you can say, everybody's funnier than you. Yeah, well, I'm always insecure. So there.
I would never say that the day after your birthday.
Yeah.
Now next week, maybe, maybe. But nonetheless, maybe we'll have an interview next week. I've been soliciting interviews. I think Jillian has. I don't really know.
I did. Yes, I do. I have to get him set up.
And we're gonna maybe we'll interview Robbie.
Sloppy Robbie boy. I tried to get my dad on. He's like, no.
We already had him on.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, when we called him, he's like, you were recording that? He was so disappointed in his answers. So he looked up the videos after and like had this whole breakdown of it because he coached hockey and he's like, here's what I do with my guys. And I was like, all right.
You're like,
thank you for the insight.
Too late. That's not what we're about. That's not the life we live, bud.
That's right.
How? All right. Okay. Well, everyone else, have a good week. If it was your birthday,
happy birthday.
It's not as important as Jillian's.
That's
right.
What
I'm trying to say.
You suck.
So, but I want to let you know about a more important birthday. All you got to remember is one number, and you'll remember this birthday, and that's number 2. And that's 222. That's my birthday. Send presents. Thank you.
I love that. 1922.
Follow us at the BLPA.
Yeah.
1892.
Yeah.
Be good or be good at it. Bye. See ya.